Hello and welcome into Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. We are working on the Green Rex today. So this ship is actually probably going to be done in two parts. Because as I started editing, I realized I'm probably not going to be able to make this ship, condense it down into a short enough video that I like to do. So this is probably going to be two parts. This is also the second time that I had to start this ship. Because the first time that I did it, I forgot to hit the record button. So here I am starting it again. But before we get started, let's go ahead and please hit that like and subscribe button. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a fast forward here as I collect most of this junk around the ship. So because the railing here is getting in my way, I'm just going to cut a section of it out just to make it a little easier to go throw the crates into my truck. So I wanted to slow this down, give you a chance to read the title card here. And if you need more time, just feel free to pause and pick up the video when you're done. Because I failed with my climbing rope twice here, I wanted to slow it down so you can get a good laugh at me. This thing is a little harder to use than it looks sometimes. I'm starting the actual breakdown of the ship now at this point. I wanted to break the ship into two parts, or break this into two parts of the video, because of the fact of this ship did take me a lot longer than I thought it would. I've done this ship multiple times at this point. I have almost 50 hours into this game, and it still took a little longer than I thought it would. I'd also like to keep my videos between 15 and 30 minutes, and this video, even with fast forwarding, this video still would have probably been close to an hour. So at this point in my recording, my plan was to do everything how I'm actually supposed to do it. Cut each one of those cut points, and hammer out the breakpoints here, and then collect the upper part of the deck, and then cut each point below it, and then so I quickly regressed from that back into just hammering everything as much as I could, and then only cut the stuff that I absolutely had to cut. And because it's just easier, it makes it more amusing, and it's faster for video creation. And I can hit all the hit points, and then I can try to create larger breaks for you guys, because, well, one, I find that highly entertaining, and hopefully you guys do too. Kaboom! I love doing that. So I'm not going to skip past the cleanup part here, because there's simply just not that much to clean up. But when I do the really big breaks, then you'll see a transition or a jump cut or something to get past the cleanup part, just because sometimes it takes 20 minutes or more to clean up, to pick all this stuff up and throw it in the truck. And even on fast forward, you're looking at more than 10 minutes, and it's just not that amusing. So y'all don't need to see that. So I wanted to get this engine or water purifier or pump or whatever this thing is. I wanted to get this thing out first, or out as early as I can. I like to try to do junk first, then any craneables that I can get easily, I try to get those out. And then I move on to like the rest of the ship because the rest of that stuff is not as valuable as the heavier craneable elements. So I try to get the craneable elements out first. I'm not sure if I don't quite remember if I focus on getting that next craneable element out real quick or not. But that's what I was doing there. If you like to do the larger breaks like I do, what you need to do is you need to disconnect or break the breakpoints anywhere where the ship connects to the whole of the ship, like this. And I don't know what I was doing there. Break that, and then it creates like a, I guess it creates like a weak point, right, so to speak, in the ship, and then you can actually bring the whole thing down then. So I try to break all of the breakpoints in the walls down on the lower floor, And then anywhere like I said, then anywhere the ship actually connects to the hull of the ship, and then the whole thing should come down. You'll get to see how that turns out here in just a few moments. But I also wanted to do a little speech here just to kind of break up some of the monotony of this video, because there's several minutes of just nothingness, of just this. So I just kind of want to break up the monotony as well and give you a little tip, maybe improve your gameplay some. As normal with me, my breaks are, at least my first breaks always seem to be a little anticlimactic. That transition was just me moving my truck. I didn't think you needed to see that, so just did a little transition there. And of course, I missed a break point, so I gotta try and fail to rope myself up to the upper floor there. Missed a break point there on the ground too, apparently. I actually forgot about that one. And here I am trying to rope myself up to the, and totally failed. And totally failed again. And let's see, is third time the charm? Let's see. Yay, third time's the charm. And now here comes my break. At least a partial anyways. And I gotta get up there and get up onto that upper floor and break that upper floor down. Eee! See, there we go. There's my good break. Now I got a huge mess to clean up. And I actually don't recall if I clean it up in this episode or the next. So I guess we'll find out. So I wanted to give you a little tip here. If you bring up your radio like this, click it twice, it'll actually flash red what you need to move to get your cranial element out. just doing a little bit of cleanup here at the end of this episode. I do have all of my contracts done, but you are going to have to wait till the next episode to see me collect those contracts and make a little bit of money. But I wanted to thank you all so much for watching if you made it this far. Before you go away, please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you and have a great day.